Good morning, crafty friends, or actually good afternoon. It's Sue, your not so crafty crafter, and I am here with my episode 7 for Saturday Morning Makes. If you're not familiar, Saturday Morning Makes is a collaboration hosted by Jill Norwood, Greenwood Girl Cards Designs. I believe it's Greenwood Girl. If it's not correct, I'll post it down in the description, the actual full name, but it is hosted by Jillian Norwood, and it's just a group of crafters that come in and share what they make. The original theme, I guess, was to share what you make on Saturday morning. If you know that's when you craft. I know some people craft during the week and just share it on Saturday morning. And we all support and appreciate each other in this group, and I love being part of this. I posted on someone else's Facebook page YouTube channel. So I'm not off to a great start. I slept in this morning, not on purpose. Typically, I'm up about 5:30, 5:45 to get ready for work every morning. And sleeping in for me is like 7:30 on a weekend. I got up at 6 to use the restroom and feed Kitty Cat because he was pestering me. I laid back down and I was out till 10:30 this morning. And that's unusual. Excuse me. I've been battling this cough, which I'm assuming is my asthma because of the weather change, and stress, which are my two big triggers, and allergies, which is here in Iowa. It's prime allergy season. And I almost feel like now it's more of a cold, so maybe that's why I slept so late. My body needed the rest to recuperate. But anyway, I'm going to share two things that I made. I want to say that I made them on Sunday, this past Sunday. Work has been work. That's always going to be, something we all struggle with. Some days are amazing, some days not so much. But my stress level has been coming from the fact that my husband has some health issues we're trying to deal with. And we had a big doctor's appointment Wednesday, which I went with him. And then my younger son, who I may have mentioned, is type 1 diabetic. And it's a recent diagnosis. He's 20 years old. And we thought we had everything figured out, and his blood sugar levels have been amazing over the summer. And all of a sudden, within the last week and a half, he's been bottoming out consistently. Usually it's at nighttime. Now it's during the day and at nighttime. So, we're up all hours of the night. So we're all tired. We're all exhausted. So anyway, let's start with my shares. I don't mean to dump on you guys, but it is what it is. We share and we share alike. My first make, the products I used are pretty simple. I mean, there's a few different things here. One thing I don't have is the cardstock that I actually used for my card panel. It is Stampin' Up! Very vanilla, and it was a scrap, and it just happened to fit perfect for what I was trying to do. Last week I shared a haul with these Creative Time Ginger Boy and Girl dies, and I love these. These are so adorable, and I've seen so many people using these. I had to jump on, not last week, the weekend before, and order them, and I got them super quick. And what I did last week is a combination of my Saturday Morning Makes and a haul. I have another haul, but I'm not going to do it on this video. I'm going to do it separate, so this isn't like a 25-minute video. But what I do when I do a haul is I try to cut out any dies that I have so that you can see what the finished product looks like before you go out and buy it yourself. And what I had done is I had cut all 4 of these out. I had cut a bunch out, but I had 4 of them left over, and I didn't know what to do with. So I used this die set, again, my Creative Time, Ginger Boy and Girl dies. Then I had these sitting on my desk because I was getting ready to start packing away my Halloween stuff, which I don't do a lot with Halloween. I made a few tags and that was it. But I left this out for some reason, and I ended up using this. It's a frame and a center. I didn't use the frame. I just used the center part because it matched the colors of the paper that I also used. And then this is the paper. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see it better. Sorry. It's from Paper Studios, and it's called Joyful Gatherings. I got it at half price when they had Paper Studios on sale. I don't know if someone had shared this on YouTube or not. I know I saw it in the store, so I'll do a quick flip through. The colors are so amazing and so fall themed. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. Now I'll bring it back in a little bit so you can see the designs better. There we go. And thankful, and this is the paper I used. And I used this, I want to say on a tag or maybe on a card last week. And that's why I had scraps of this. So I use this as a layering piece. This is gorgeous. And there's just some really beautiful colors in here. And there's like 3 or 4 sheets of each. 3 sheets of each. Look at that plaid. It's just so gorgeous. This would be beautiful if you have a basket die. There you go. And then beautiful sunflowers, some paisleys, and some beautiful pumpkin prints. So there's that. And those are the 3 things I used, along with, like I said, a scrap of very vanilla cardstock from Stampin' Up. And these gems that I got. I have these from last year for fall, maybe this year. Maybe they were this year. I don't know. Yeah, they may have been this year. And there's like amber and topaz, and there's 3 different sizes, and they're gorgeous. I will say with this bag of gems, though, I am going to get more of these from Dollar Tree, the craft bottle. This is the Christmas colored ones. This holds an entire bag. This little jar holds an entire bag of these gems. This is a big bag. I tried putting them all in some of my ball containers, and I had to use 2. They just don't all fit. So I used those, and this is what I came up with for my first project. Very simple. I did do the inside with a piece of scrap and another piece of very vanilla cardstock. I haven't stamped the back yet. Now, the card base, I didn't show here either. This card stock is textured on one side but not on the other. It's from Cricut, and I stocked up and I bought a bunch of Cricut cardstock several years ago when I had purchased my Cricut Explorer. I have since sold my Cricut Explorer, and I have a Cricut Joy now sitting here on my desk that I have to crack open, simply because I wasn't finding that I was using it, and it was taking up a lot of space. So I sold it to a coworker, but I kept the paper. I gave her a lot of vinyl that I had, and some mats, extra mats, and some tools and stuff, but I kept the cardstock because as a card maker, we always need cardstock. So as you can see, there's the card base. There's that piece of scrap of that plaid from this gorgeous paper pad. And then my layer of Very Vanilla. What I did is I started, because I had the Very Vanilla on my desk. And I had these gingerbread. And I thought, oh, I wonder if all 4 would fit. And they did perfectly. I didn't have to trim it or anything. It was a perfect fit. But then I thought, well, what can I put with it? So I had this pack of die cuts laying on my desk. And I went through. And I thought, this is kind of nice. It's got, you know, the rust and the gold. The green, not so much, but it works. And what I did is I put that in the center of the card and I layered the gingers around it. And I just thought it was so cute for, you know, the gingers to gather together, but also for us as a collaborative group to gather together. Every Saturday morning, that's what we do. We gather together. And then I layered it on the pattern paper, which I layered on the cardstock. And then I added some of these gems. Now, I went with the green gems to pull up the green on the leaves because it's just needed a little extra color. And then I used this amber colored one for the orange panels and such. So, and I don't typically do anything inside my cards, but I thought this was cute. And I can write in here, or I could stamp a sentiment or whatever I want to do. And I kind of like that idea. And again, I used a piece of scrap. And I am really loving. Now this is a 5x5 card. It is not a 6x6 because I had made something else with this, And what I had done is I had taken the 12 by 12 paper and cut it in half. And I cut one piece in half for 6 by 6 for card panels. I had the other 6 by 12 left over. And what I did is I trimmed an inch off and then trimmed 2 inches off the end to make it 5 by 5. So it was 5 by 10, and then I folded it so it's 5 by 5. And that's my first Saturday morning make. Let me move this stuff off to the side. Just put it here on the floor beside me. And then my second one, I used some things. Some are older, some not so much. I used this really cute Snowman Stamp, which I got a couple of weeks ago from scrapbook.com, from Creative Expressions. And it's Snowman Kisses. It's a really cute stamp. I've seen several people on this channel use it to make things. I love to make cards. Not near to the expertise level of Jill Norwood, but I do like to make tags for the holidays. And that's one of the things I actually focus on the most is holiday tags. I do make Christmas cards too, but I love making tags. And I'll just whip one out, one afternoon after work and call it a day. But I love this stamp set. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. And then this one with Love at Christmas. And then it's got a couple little snowflakes. And I love that he's got like the rustic pin and button and kind of like a prim heart. It's very cute. He would be gorgeous colored in. I didn't go that route. Next, I used these tags. I was going to say when I was getting my stuff together that I used like a Robin Eggs blue paper. But looking at it, I thought, where did I get that gold reinforcement? Because I don't have those. And then I realized when I flipped the tag over, it was white on the back. So I used these tags from Hobby Lobby. And these were in a recent clearance. They were 99 cents and there's 25 pieces. I usually cut my own tags. I have a tag punch that I love. And it's got a decorative topping. I'll use a regular tag die and then I'll punch the top off of it. Or I'll just cut strips of paper and punch the top off. Because I get 3 different widths. I get 3 different types of tops. So I love that punch. It's a Hobby Lobby punch, I believe. But anyway, I used these tags. I did not do anything different to the tag other than I used, I want to say, I don't think this was speckled egg. I can't remember what color I used, but I used a Distress Oxide blue. Let me see if I can find it. Hold 1 second because I just put the tin away this morning. And it should be right here. And I want to say maybe Broken China. Oh. Or Tumbled Glass. That might be Tumbled Glass. Yeah, I think that's Tumbled Glass. Distress Oxide ink, and I blended the front of the card, the entire front, because I wanted that blue color. And then I used this ribbon. This is from the Make It Christmas collection at Hobby Lobby. This is several years old as well, so I don't know if they still have this particular type at that particular price. It's silver, but it's very thin. You can actually kind of see through it, but it looks pretty on the card, the tags. So, and then I used these flat backs. These are, I don't know if these particularly new. They might be. They might not be. I don't think they are. And then I have these. These are from Hobby Lobby as well from several years ago. I want to say these are adhesives, but I didn't use these. I thought about it, but it was too much blue, and I wanted silver, and these are all blue. These are all blue. So I didn't go with these. Oh, I knew I dropped one. And I'm storing these in these wrappers I use for when I sell my cards. I put them in these protective pages. So I can't remember if I just got these. I don't think I did. Now, these are 2016. So I'm thinking I've had these for a while and didn't know what to do with them. And I used one of these on here. And what I ended up creating was this tag. Oh, I'm sorry. And I used this Ranger snowflake tinsel embossing powder. Because I like to emboss, I like to spray on my tags, I like to do mixed media on my tags as well. But this is what I came up with. This tag is huge. It's like 2 inches wide. I'm going to go on this side so I can actually see the numbers. By 6 1/4 inches tall. So it's a big tag and I love it. It's flimsy, so I would maybe use it for a bag or something. But what I did is I just stamped it, used my Versamark embossing ink, and I did the snowman and 2 of the snowflakes, and I went over it with that tinsel embossing, and then I added this little embellishment down here because I wanted something, 1 for a little more texture, 2 for it to pop off the page because it was kind of bland. I should have done something with gold, but I didn't. I used silver. Sorry, I know gold and silver, it's supposed to be a big no-no, but I wear it all the time. White gold, yellow gold. So, and my watch is silver. So, oh well, I'm a rebel. But this is the pretty little tag that I made. And then the back is white, so I can just write the to and from on the back. So, and that's all I have for my Saturday morning makes. I hope if you're a crafter, you feel encouraged to join us. There's lots of there's lots of information, yes, but there's also a lot of inspiration floating around within this group, and it's amazing. It's just so wonderful. So I will leave you with that. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time with the next video, which is going to be a haul. So take care. See you soon. Bye.